You've been asked to do your mini project. You started that last lesson. This is just an idea of the process that you will go through this lesson to complete your mini project. So I'm not going to give you the answers and the code, although you will get some hints from this video. It's more about the way that you should approach it. So I'm going to model this in this video. So the first thing that I did was made sure that my journal was open. So apologies to Olivia, I've just picked Olivia's just at random from Google Classroom. So let's imagine for a second that this is my journal that I'm working in, okay? I've also gone to Scratch and I've opened up my mini project. Now let's just get rid of the code I've already got here. So it's starting from scratch, no pun intended. And you can see I've already put my character in. Now remember, when you choose your character, you can make them bigger and smaller using the grow and the shrink tools up here. So I've got my character in by uploading them. I've deleted the cat and I've made them the size that I want. Now, if you think about what you've been asked to do, making a program that lets people answer the name, says hello, and then it allows you to move a character up, down, left and right. And it can give them points as well if they hit a coin. So that's the green route. Obviously, a lot of you will hopefully go further and do the amber and the red route. But if we also just move on a little bit in the slides, remember that it's asking you to keep track of your code in your journal as you do it. So we're going to do that. And I've noticed Olivia's actually already started doing this and done a good job. So in here, I've got the character. I'm going to make them ask for the person's name by sensing. So ask what their name is and wait. And then they're going to say hello for 2 seconds. And then they're going to say the name of the person as well, which you can get the answer from that question, pop it in there. Okay, so we've done that bit of code. Now you might do yours slightly differently, it's up to you, but that's the basics of asking for someone's name. What I'm now going to do is take a screenshot, and that needs to go into the journal. Now we need to find the right place, so we should be doing this as we go. So what we can do is if we just scroll, it's quite a way down, all the way past that criteria till you get to the mini project here. And there's a space here where it says evidence of my program with explanations of what the code does. Now you can see that Olivia's actually already done a good job of this. So she's put that bit of code in, she's cropped it with the crop tool. So remember, if I just put my screenshot in there, it's really hard to read that text. So what Olivia's done really well is she's cropped the edge off it there, like that, just using those little black lines. And then she's made that bigger so it's easier to read. Okay, what she's then done is she's put an explanation alongside it. Now, as a little thank you to Olivia for letting me use her journal without permission, I'm going to correct her grammar and give it a capital letter. So make sure that you're using good grammar in here. What I'm then going to do is leave a couple of spaces and we move on to the next part of the program. So we've screenshotted the first bit. We're now going to make this character move. So we need a forever loop. This won't be staying on the board, so you're going to have to do this yourself. So you could use, well, there's two ways to do it actually. You could use a forever loop and you could use if statements to say if you hit a certain key, move one way. If you hit a different key, move another way. There's actually an easier way of doing it. You can use events and you can say when such and such a key is pressed. So when right arrow is pressed, you can get it to move. In fact, change X is better. Change X by 10 to go to the right. If you want to go to the left, it would be -10. If you wanted to go up or down, you'd be changing the Y instead of the X. Okay, so what should happen now is if I run that, let me type in the name, and then it'll come up with that. And it should, when I hit the right arrow, move to the right, which it does every time I press that right arrow. So that's working. So now I've got that working, I might do the other ones as well. I'm just going to stop the program. And then I'd screenshot that bit, put it into the journal just here, and then put another little message below that says what it's doing. Okay. Now you might decide to keep your journal even neater to put little titles in bold. So this could be asking for the name, and then you have a clearer explanation underneath. This one here could be moving the character. And then you can put the screenshot in and an explanation. Now I'll leave those there for Olivia, but obviously you'll have to put your own in there. So that gives you an idea of the process. All you're doing today is trying to get your program as close to finished as possible and make sure that as you go, you're screenshotting your work. It's clear, it's obvious, you can see what it looks like, and you're putting your explanations in using good spelling and grammar. Good luck.